Recording.
We gotta get experimental. Sorry, Bohemian Rhapsody PTSD. Yeah.
I specifically waited until we were done
Until we're
talking
done
shit.
Jason,
We conserved
Jason,
time.
that red button.
Do you want to talk about fucking Bohemian Rhapsody PTSD? So I rewatched Jurassic Park again, as I do every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Fucking Tim is the bassist.
Really?
Yes. Tim, the child in Jurassic Park, is the bassist in Bohemian Rhapsody.
What?
What?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. There you go. You're
Wow.
welcome.
So Jurassic Park not only helped create Jurassic Park 3, but also Bohemian Rhapsody. That's a fucking curse.
That's a
full.
That's
legacy
a terrible
of doom.
legacy.
Oh man, that's harsh.
Yo, what savage.
Anyway, with the CineBeards.
Yeah.
My name
I think there's a trailer we haven't.
Your name's Dion.
Oh,
I,
I just really identify with the podcast.
Well,
I can't
Do that
remember,
on your
Kara, but I
own
think
time.
I don't recall if we've actually talked about the trailer for that movie yesterday that's coming out.
Oh,
We
the
talked
Beatles
about it
one. Yeah, but that
ages
trailer
ago.
dropped like 4, 5, 6 months ago.
At least.
Did it? Jeez, I can't
Yeah.
even remember.
Yeah.
It's just been popping up constantly in my pre-rolls.
The funny thing is, I have a short story collection, Stephen King short story collection, and like one of his short stories is pretty much exactly that premise.
huh.
Like exactly that.
But I mean, every Black Mirror episode
I
has
saw
been
it
done on Futurama. So
I saw it flipped around where someone was
no,
like
it hasn't.
the same thing but with Coldplay, but instead he just never tells anyone.
it's too embarrassing.
Yeah, the world's just a better place.
And he's a better person.
See,
Yeah,
that reminds
he's
me
a hero.
of that reminds me of that one funny joke in Family Guy. It's like, "Hey Meg, I remember you said you like terrible music. So here's a Maroon 5 CD."
It's pretty terrible.
no, that's Family Guy had a lot of good jokes in season 4,
Season 4 was
especially
The good
the Hiroshima one. That's
that is
all
possibly
time,
my favorite Family
all
Guy
time, all time. Yes. Have you not seen that? Oh my God, Thomas! No, don't tell him. I'll show him.
Yeah, we've got to show. We'll show him afterwards.
No, screw you.
Okay, fine. Pause. Pause.
That was pretty good. That's the correct way to subvert expectations.
Yes.
And the best part about that is it's still August 6th, 1945.
Like, it's still gonna happen. He's still gonna get nuked.
It's got 5 minutes.
So should we talk about some trailers?
Yes.
Let's talk about some trailers, guys.
Let's talk about Family Guy season 4. I just saw that trailer.
trailers. You and me, trailer time with the CineBeards.
I like you ruined the soundbite.
Mine test times.
Alright, Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's what's now?
We are not the
Anything
demographic
you can
for
do,
that.
I can
Yeah.
do better.
Nope.
I can do anything better than you.
Yeah, I think
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
it.
can't.
Yes, I can.
this
No, you can't.
all-female reboot of it.
You laugh, but it's true because the one male character, Bosley, is now female.
Yeah,
That's not true. Charlie is also male still.
We
I
don't
think.
know that.
We just know that Charlie's a voice. It could be an AI.
Ooh.
Could
Now
be a-
that's a way to
could be a
subvert
voice-modulated
expectations.
woman.
yeah.
They have that technology now.
Spoiler alert,
Science
post-credit
has gone
scene
too
is
far.
going to reveal that Elizabeth Banks is herself Charlie. I'm going to call it right now.
She's Bosley, though. You gotta make Bosley Charlie.
That's
you
just,
can.
yeah,
Yes, you
that's
can.
just silly.
Also, who's Tom Green gonna play in this one?
I don't know.
He was in the first one.
Was he?
He was Drew Barrymore's fiance.
Yeah, and he was in the second one too. wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Was that Tom Green or Seth Green?
Oh yeah,
Tom
they've
Green.
already,
Tom Green.
they already
Seth
made
Green
a
is the
modern
ginger.
Charlie's
Yeah.
Angels.
Yeah,
movie.
with
Yes.
Lucy
I
Liu
forgot
and Drew
about that.
Barrymore and
Yeah, they had two
Cameron
movies.
Diaz?
Yeah,
Yes.
Cameron Diaz.
Was
Yeah.
that any good?
No.
The second one was Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, and it had Demi Moore.
Wow.
And
Okay,
she had
that
really
tells
long
me,
fingernails and
that
said
tells me-
Yahtzee.
that tells
Yes.
me everything I need to know, I guess.
Also,
okay.
the second one had one of the original angels in it.
Probably.
Maybe, but she's too old.
It also had
Oh,
the
they
weird
were-
creepy dude who pulled out the one's head.
Yeah.
and went,
Yeah. So
Isn't
they
that-
were directed by
that
Mick
was in the
G.
first
That should
one,
tell you
Oh
wasn't
no,
enough.
that was
that was the first one,
Sorry.
and that was Willard
yeah,
from the film Willard.
Okay. But yeah, so
Matthew Lillard?
I think the best thing we can say about this is that
It's
it
not
is-
for
it's,
us.
It's just not for you
Yeah,
can't,
like
I
we
can't
were
even
taken
be
aback, like this doesn't look good, and then we looked down in the comments.
And people
And
seem
people
stoked
love
for
it.
it.
People
And
love
the
it.
like-dislike is,
pretty good. So
pretty good.
I reckon it's just this is just one of those
It's just
things.
not
It's like
for-
it's in a foreign language.
Yes.
I don't.
That I will
understand.
never
It's
understand.
appealing to the
Don't
same
Call
market.
Me Angel, Charlie's Angels new film.
Don't call me Angel. Good morning, angels.
Good morning,
Like-
angels.
Featuring the new song, Don't Call Me Angel, in the film
Yeah.
Charlie's Angels.
And the first line in the trailer is "A woman can do anything a man can," which seems like a weird kind of flex for a franchise which has always
which has
been
only been about women
only have-
empowerment.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a weird kind of thing.
It's
to
not
have
like it
to-
had this weird CD thing.
Yeah, it's not like the all females Expendables thing that they've been rumored for years. Like
Yeah.
One day.
And it's not like in the old series they always got into trouble and then Bosley came in and saved the day
Yeah.
every time.
It's not Tuxedo Mask, and this is not Sailor Moon.
so yeah, this is just not for us.
No.
At least
Yeah.
the trailer. Maybe the film's good. Maybe the film is like great.
But there's two closets. One for clothes
And
and,
one for
guns.
Some
Things with a
explosives.
peppermint
and, and mints.
mints where the mint tin will explode
No,
unless you slap it
I'm
out
s-
of someone's
no, I'm
hand.
still pretty sure that that's just regular mint tins, and he slapped it out as a lesson to her.
No, I like to. I like
There's
to think
nobody
that
on
he
this world that would slap explosives out of somebody's hand like that.
I like to think
Yes,
that he
there
did
is.
it on purpose.
There's a guy. There's a
To
guy in
blow
the
them all up.
Charlie's Angels trailer.
You know what that? You know what that closet gag reminds me of? It reminds me of that Archer Kingsman animated crossover they did.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember where Archer just shows up at the Kingsman? It's like, what? You think I've never seen a secret weapon closet before? It felt like that, but trying to play it like straight.
Oh well, but I mean, trailers can be.
I mean, sorry, not straight, heteronormative.
trailers can be misleading, and I think this trailer is very much cut like just purely with that one specific demographic
Yes.
in mind. So we'll see. Maybe the second trailer is.
Watchable.
Yeah, because there was a significant amount of excitement that I saw.
Yeah, I saw a
from
lot
people very
of
far
people.
removed from me.
Yeah.
On
Saw a
Twitter,
lot of people-
I
yeah.
had to search pretty hard for it, but it was there.
I saw a lot of people excited about it. Really weird. Oh well, what else was there?
Teen Titans Go versus Teen
Yeah.
Titans.
Which we
Yeah.
all thought was a joke.
Yeah,
But turns out it's a real thing.
When I saw it, I thought it was just a meme that was going around. Turns out it's a real animated film by Warner Brothers Animation.
And it looks good.
It looks real good.
looks
I really wish I watched
strangely
those shows.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said, like-
If I was a fan of those two, like this is a completely original thought
in
again.
fairness,
Yeah,
it's
it
actually
was never mentioned before.
It could
No.
be. It could be a really good gambit on their part as well, because I'm kind of tempted to go watch them now
I am too.
and just
Yeah.
sort of see what they're about.
Yeah, now I want to I want to know.
All you have to do is get the DC streaming service.
No, you don't.
I will definitely
No, wait.
do that.
No, you don't.
Do we have them on our Netflix?
Teen Titans Go is definitely on Netflix.
Nice.
I'm not sure about that version of the animated Teen Titans though.
Yeah, because I like the original Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go, was to kids in the early 2000s what the X-Men and Spider-Man and Batman cartoons were to us.
Big
Oh
important.
wow.
So like
Big
imagine
important.
those crossing
Yeah.
over with
Yeah.
say like the Ninja Turtles or something.
Oh,
Or like
and how
imagine
exciting that would
imagine
be.
like someone who sounds like Kevin
Oh,
Roy.
it's gonna be goosebumps.
Imagine someone that sounds like Kevin Conroy's Batman crossing paths with the Ninja Turtles.
That's
I mean,
Imagine
that's something
that.
we would be all over.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't have
Guys,
that.
Yeah.
we're idiots. It was already released.
What?
Yeah, that movie was Batman and Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we talked about it too.
Did it?
Man, we're
It had a
idiots.
I'm
so
so embarrassed.
I'm searching over a speedboat.
it's the one with the surprising amount of blood. I remember now.
Yeah. Right?
Yes, actually.
Like-
I've saved it up. I'm gonna watch it. It's in my list of films to watch this week while Martina's away.
Also, Batman is super fucking badass. And
Yeah.
Nice.
He is
Even though he's
baller.
got the
blue
cheesy
cape.
80s colors.
Yeah, it
Cheesy
works.
80s colours?
He's got the blue.
Yeah, the
Blue cape.
Oh, I love the blue.
Yeah,
The blue's for
the
me.
brave and the bold colors,
yeah.
which was a criminally underrated show. Batman Brave and the Bold.
Didn't care for that incarnation of the Joker though.
No, neither did I. But
but it
I
was
mean,
still
the
alright.
campiness worked for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wasn't that the one
looks
that Dietrich Bader voiced him? Yeah, like he pulled off that
Yeah.
campy Adam West-ish sort of vibe that show was going for. I dug it.
That's very cool. I actually want to watch it again. What other trailers did we
Ophelia.
watch? Ophelia.
Looks pretty cool.
I'm keen for it.
Daisy
Hamlet,
Ridley.
Some
but
kind
not
of weird
Hamlet.
gender bent Hamlet.
Not really. It just kind of looks like.
You know that comment's there, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
it's-
you know it's in there somewhere.
You know it's in there.
That's why I make it.
But Dion, seeing as you, like me, have probably read the play Hamlet several times,
Yeah.
You once read a Shakespeare, I believe.
Yes.
it does, like, to me, just look like they're like retelling the story of Hamlet, but
Just
from a
from-
different point of
Yeah.
view,
Different point of view.
and which is
Keen.
fine, I guess.
I'll watch Hamlet things.
Clive Owen makes for a pretty good villain.
He makes for a big spooky
You mean
man.
King Claudius?
Villain.
Yes.
Thank you.
But I mean,
can't
just in
spell.
general, Clive Owen makes for a good villain.
No, he does.
He's got that voice.
Yeah, I can never buy him as a hero. Anti-hero, yes, but definitely a villain.
Like in Shoot 'em Up.
Yeah.
I liked him in Children of Men.
Yeah, no, but like when he does like when he does when he goes full Clive Owen,
What else did I watch him in?
Sin City, obviously.
No. Like recently.
Oh, recently.
Recently, he was the villain in a thing. I remember.
Not that. I watched him in this I'm sure I talked about it previously. Almost 100% sure. He was in this weird movie set in like post-Brexit dystopia where everyone's monitored.
28 weeks later.
Yeah.
That's the
No.
one.
I've got weird
That's,
news.
that's just
I've got
Children of
weird-
Men.
I've got news
Children of
regarding
Men.
Yeah?
No.
Wait,
like,
we'll get to it, we'll get to it later.
No, you're going to tell me now.
like everyone's monitored and they're eye-coded in this central database, and he's a detective, and there's someone who's erasing the files, and it's an undermining of their
Ooh.
system. And Amanda Seyfried is in it, and you see her boobs like 3 times. But the
He must
whole
have been paid a lot.
the whole film really feels like a vehicle for Clive Owen to see her boobs, though. if
It's
you
the most circuitous way. Anyway, Clive's like, I've got a pitch for you. To a producer friend of his, like, you owe me.
You owe me.
I got a
I
pitch.
want to see this lady's titties.
Speaking of
Oh,
pitches,
that's where we saw him. Valerian in the City of a Thousand
Oh,
Flowers.
yes.
And that's
speaking of
right.
pitches, I watched for the first time. It's an old video that it's like a Q&A with Kevin Smith, where he talks about his whole his process where he was writing what eventually became the cancelled Nicolas Cage Superman.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Superman
yeah.
Lives.
Yeah, Superman Lives. Like, have you seen that?
Death of Superman
I haven't seen the
Lives.
pitch.
Where
no.
someone it's a whole someone just asks him what happened with that, like why Tim Burton didn't use his script because there was the rumor that he worked
There was
on
the
it.
whole documentary, wasn't there? The Death of
Yeah.
Superman
Yeah,
Lives.
but
John
this is
Schnepp made
actual
it. But this was a video.
this was like
just
an
the
actual thing.
interview with
Him with like a bunch of people sitting around
Yeah.
and people are like a whole Q&A thing.
Yeah, it was like a
and he
panel
gives like
at
a
one of the cons.
super long, super detailed, incredibly entertaining answer.
Interesting.
It is. Yeah, it is just.
I mean, it's Kevin Smith.
Yeah, but this is this is prime Kevin Smith. It's fucking hilarious. I'll link you to it. It's super good.
Please.
I assumed
He is a
everyone.
hell of a storyteller.
I
Yeah.
assumed everyone in the world had seen it except me. But
Nope.
yeah.
No, I've
I
only
have-
seen the documentary.
I have not seen it.
Although I did like the idea of the Thanagarian snare beast just because Joel Silver wanted a giant spider.
And then the next year he goes
Got
and
it.
he watches Wild Wild
Yeah,
West.
it's like, he's got his
So
giant
it's fucking
spider.
terrible, and then it's like a giant fucking spider.
I like that giant spider. That giant spider was okay.
Giant steampunk spider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, that movie had a
So
lot for
good.
me.
I still have to watch the documentary. Is it on Netflix?
That's a fucking problem with like our local Netflix. We don't really have
Just get a
documentaries on it.
VPN.
No,
It's effort.
they super.
Oh, they crack
they're
down on
pretty
that.
aggressive about
Yeah.
that. Like, yeah.
And I'm actually just waiting for Curiosity Stream to be like available locally here.
What's Curiosity Stream?
It's like Netflix but just documentaries.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I only know about it because of Internet Historian.
Yeah.
I need me some historical miniseries like Chernobyl.
Get you some
Yeah.
more Chernobyls,
Like
man.
Chernobyl.
That's
It's like
that Chernobyl was.
that meme where it's like
oh, so it was season 2.
season 2.
Everyone in the
It's like-
Ukraine.
like
video gags.
Well, I love the other one. It's like, yeah, I live in the Ukraine, and I counted 17 inaccuracies in Chernobyl on my one hand alone.
Outstanding.
Zing.
I still can't wait for the Russian version that's gonna come
I
out.
can.
Oh, the
I'm so
propaganda
excited.
version.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, I can't
the
wait.
West-
They were so upset with it.
But yeah, great, right?
Yes,
Really
I want to
great.
watch that. But
Please
no,
watch
the thing
it.
is, I've watched like.
It's so
I checked
tense,
that-
Dion.
that's the thing,
It's
is like-
so tense.
I'll take
They
like
are
I'll take
able
an
to
Urbanol or
manufacture
something. and then
tension
I'll-
in a story where we know what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
my
mean, it's
cousin
like
and
it's,
I were
it's
watching
people
it.
versus O.J. Simpson, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is obviously not as horrifying, but is one of the more frustrating things I've ever experienced. Have you watched?
Yeah, I have.
I've never watched it. No.
How fucking good is that series?
It's brilliant. It's
It is,
fantastic.
But
Incredible.
The Chernobyl is equally frustrating.
No.
Like we're watching it at my
the
cousin's
problem
place,
is
and
it's
his roommate
frustrating,
was watching
but
it with
there's
us.
people that are gonna fucking die from it.
Like we were watching the first just the first episode, and these people kept making terrible decisions, and my cousin's roommate was like, "No, I can't.
That's the
I
thing is,
can't.
I
This
can't-
is
They
frustrating
make
me too
the
much. I am
worst
out."
decisions ever
It could,
in the first episode.
The thing is, like, people versus O.J. Simpson, it's like the death has already happened. You know, like
Yeah.
the stakes are basically justice. Like Chernobyl's that, except massively,
the whole
massive,
world could die.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much. Like, oh my god, dude, no.
Is radiation not so bad?
It's not so bad.
It's
not
not so
great.
bad.
It's 3.6.
It's not great, but it's not bad.
It's only 3.6. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
the meters only go up to
I
3.6.
hate you people. Oh,
No,
I
but-
feel so anxious now. I haven't watched it.
No, you need to watch it, but one thing you don't need to watch is the follow-up series to The People versus O.J. Simpson.
There's a follow-up.
O.J. Simpson versus the people.
No,
Electric
back in
Boogaloo.
the- Oh, also American Crime Story.
American Crime Story, the assassination of
the
Gianni
knives.
Versace.
Did you
Yeah.
see he tweeted
It's-
knives at somebody?
It's just not. It doesn't. It's like the True Detective season 2 to True Detective season 1,
Okay, fair enough.
as a comparison.
But Michael Fassbender wasn't
I'm
in
not
season
saying
2.
it's
Chill
bad.
Yeah, but it was still good.
But yeah, no, that makes sense. But I mean, season 1 is like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's just you're so good.
You guys
I'm
watched
talking
season
about-
I
three
haven't
yet?
watched season 3 yet. No, with Mashallah Ali.
Yeah, you said it's good, but you also like season 2, so I don't trust you.
Fuck you.
Season 1, season 3 of.
True Detective.
Oh,
But
True Detective. I
Thomas
need to
just
watch it.
really likes Rachel McAdams. So.
I really do.
Who's Rachel McAdams again?
The
I
lady
don't-
from True Detective season 2.
Oh yes.
She's got a six-pack and she punches people.
Wait, isn't she also?
So I'm just terrible with faces.
Isn't she also in Arrival? No, that's another one.
Nope.
No,
That's
that's
Amy Adams.
That's
Yeah.
Amy Adams.
Oh, she was in what's its face?
Yeah.
Yes.
Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Yes.
That too.
Okay. Now
Wasn't
that
she in
I'm
Game
seeing
Night?
it.
Yeah, she's
yes,
in Game
yes,
Night.
she was.
That's what I saw most recently. She's really good.
Yeah.
Game Night was so good. I finally
Right.
watched it. Did I tell you I finally watched it?
You did. But that was also a pretty easy segue for us to get into Ready or Not.
Yeah.
Yo,
Fucking
Radio
hell,
One looks
that
good.
looks
Yeah.
like
That
so
looks
much
like so
For
much
like the
fun.
first 20 seconds, I was like, "The fuck is this?"
Okay,
Yeah.
well, the
Oh.
first 20 seconds it sets you up for like a pretty
Obvious.
standard horror,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
spooky.
No, it doesn't even. It just sets you up for like.
This is uncomfortable, but
No,
not-
it just set the first 20 seconds just set me up for like this is just like one of those weddings and someone marrying into like
I don't know, man. The first time I saw the
Aristocracy.
creepy lady, I was like, "What's going
No,
on?"
I don't
Yeah.
trust that.
yeah. Oh yes, there's the old woman
She's sitting
sitting.
in the
Yeah,
chair.
yeah, yeah.
With
yeah,
her,
yeah.
like, purple
okay, true,
hunched-
They're like,
true.
She's just,
She's
you know,
not a ghost.
she's just, you know, one step removed, twirling a villain
Yeah.
moustache, going, "Yeah."
Yeah. But yeah, that looks fucking
Marcus,
fantastic.
that's not how people work.
Hey, I'm trying something new. Okay. Creepy old women are goats.
Well, I mean,
what's
if
his
the
name?
devil is a goat, so if the devil's in her...
Exactly.
And
Stevie Nicks.
And old women, and old women grow hair on their chins
Just
like
a-
goats.
Could you just
so-
sing just one song?
Just-
Oh, she still got it. Better than ever.
I love changes.
Ready or Not looks like so much
Yo,
fun.
that I can't wait.
I'm,
know what I'm doing.
I'm sad that we saw like 3 deaths though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
I
and
am kinda
also
sad
it
about
also
that.
got me super hyped for it.
Yeah,
And by
if
the
I
time
hadn't
I
seen
go,
those 3
and
deaths
but
and
by
how
the-
flippant they were about
the-
their help being killed.
by the time I go watch it, I'll have forgotten everything in the trailer. So
Bang, bang, bang. I
When is
don't
it
know
coming
what
out
I'm
here?
doing.
I'm not sure.
well, I'm about
It's
to
a
check.
Probably
Fox.
September.
It's a
if
Fox
August.
Searchlight picture, so I'm gonna say November-ish.
Guys, less than 3 weeks till Midsummer.
Oh my god, yeah.
I was
And you guys
very
have stayed
disappointed last night,
spoiler-free.
but also very pleased that I went to Cape Gate because I wanted to watch Men in Black on IMAX. But
Yes.
it wasn't showing on IMAX there because Annabelle Creation or whatever it is.
Oh, it was the preview screening of it on Wednesday.
No, last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because I saw that there was going to be a preview of it during the week on the IMAX. I thought it was just like what they did. It.
No, it's legitimately showing on IMAX. So I was disappointed that I didn't get to see my just kind of bad movie in the IMAX. But on the plus side, horror's getting IMAX more often now, which is pretty fucking amazing.
That's great.
Maybe we'll get Midsummer. No,
Well, we'll definitely get It
it'll,
Part 2 on IMAX.
it'll
Yeah.
be probably
Yeah.
I hope we're sitting next to the same guys from last time. Dion.
apparently the new Annabelle's pretty good, huh?
Yeah,
I've heard it's one of the better ones
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Conjuring.
I mean, the thing is,
verse.
like, if it's Conjuring verse, even if it's just like baseline good,
Still
like
gotta
I don't
watch
need
it.
exceptional. Like for me, that's fast food. Like it's a burger and
Yeah, no,
chips.
no,
I
it
love
is.
Well,
it.
Yeah.
might as well sometime this week go
It's
see
a
it on
Big Mac.
IMAX.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But as I was saying, when we go see It Part 2, I hope we sit next to those guys from last time again. We bonded so nicely.
Okay,
Big
so
spooks.
it's coming out in August 23 in the States. I can't find our release date.
So I'm gonna go
Ready
March
or Not-
2023.
Ready or Not is a difficult thing to Google for.
Yeah.
Ready or
Yeah.
Not Film 2020?
I
I mean,
tend
I
to
know
just
that-
look on Stoke-and-Echo on New Metro and,
Sturkeneeker.
and
Oh, on
look
both
down
those
through there.
broken sites that
I was about
were
to say on those.
terrible.
Yeah.
Well, they just redid Sturkenecker's one and it works so much better. So they say.
Hey,
They've redone it for mobile browsing.
hey! I thought we were being serious this episode.
Yeah, this is a serious episode. Come on.
It's got the release date for Wonder Woman 84, but
Hey.
not for any of the movies we're looking for.
Still got a poster up for New Mutants, so that's exciting.
Yeah, I can't
Let's
believe
see
we're
if-
gonna get
if
to watch that.
Stoke-and-Echo is- Hey, Thomas, cool
Yes.
fact, did you know that the logo for Stoke-and-Echo is made up of an S and a K?
Are you serious? That's an S and a K. I've
Yeah.
been looking at that for years, and I just figured that out. Oh my god, Justin, what the fuck is going on with you, man?
What was that an actual thing?
Yes, we
What?
were legitimately sitting in a theater where our friend looked over at us and was like, "I just realized that the SK, that's an S and a K in Sturkenecker's logo."
Oh my god!
And we just looked at it, and we just,
But he like goes to the movies as often as you guys do.
and he's not an idiot.
Oh, I think we might have missed a trailer. Did you guys see the trailer for Crawl?
No,
No.
About the
about the
big-ass
baby.
no, about the big ass crocodile.
no.
Like
Croc movie.
a
I'm
flood in the
on
thi-
pause,
in
on
the
pause,
thing, a
on pause.
crocodile. I called your
Nice.
fall noise.
So yeah,
Yeah, Crawl looks fucking
Fucking
fantastic.
awesome.
Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi, dude, the Did Heels Have Eyes?
yeah. Alexander,
Big
aha, he
crocodile.
a good horror director.
What?
What happened to you?
I don't know.
He's doing a Heels Have Eyes voice.
Yeah.
Okay, I should watch that.
I need to
You
watch
guys
that.
do really
It's
should.
we
just
should
like
spooky day it.
it's
We
proper,
should.
just like grindhouse gruesome.
Yeah.
Oh
Nice.
yeah,
Yes.
we should definitely spooky day
Oh,
it,
yeah.
so
Oh,
that
yeah.
I can blame you.
Well, Jason, there's a part that you're super not gonna like.
Yeah.
Yay! It's
Yeah.
either a clown or dolls.
No, it's
Or
not.
it's a single
it's-
mother with a problem child.
you know, it's not one of those
Yeah.
things. It's yeah. No.
Oh,
I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, does
I
someone
know.
eat the McRib? Wink, wink.
Actually, do you know what you're actually?
Shut up, Thomas.
Okay, that's all.
No, we'll
I'm down.
You're
I'm down.
straying
Watch it one
dangerously
night this week,
close.
Yes. I'm free. Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, Crawl.
I'm keen.
A crocodile
Want it.
in a
Give
house.
it to me. Give it to me.
The only thing I'm not super stoked about, and it's like a niggling thing, but like it's a production design thing, and I'm not keen on it, is the water just looks super clean.
Yeah.
Like that's stormwater. It would just have like garbage and
Yeah, it would-
trash and
But then it
silt
would
and
The thing is, you want it to be hard for the characters to see the crocodile, but you don't want it to be hard for the audience to see the crocodile.
I get that, but they were able to pull that off weirdly well in Deep Blue Sea
Yeah.
by just having clever lighting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, like it's just.
I think it's mostly just because it's in a physical set.
The
Yeah.
confined space will provide the tension quite nicely. It's just
Yeah.
a qualm.
Yeah, I think doing that in a set would also be hard. The other thing is if you have actual debris, like continuity between debris,
Would be
Yeah.
mind-boggling.
would be
hard to
impossible
keep
actually if
track
you think
of.
about it, because like you're
It'll
sort of
just
you're
float
setting
and
up
move
and you're
around the whole
shooting the
time.
scene from this angle, and you're setting up and shooting the same scene from another angle, and all the debris is different and in different places. Like if you're cutting,
Yeah.
so I guess that makes the most sense actually.
Yeah, and then if you had to go through and make it look all muddy digitally,
That would take a lot of time, and it would look
and,
pretty shitty.
and it would take a lot of money as well.
No, wouldn't you just hit the make money button?
Oh shit, Marcus, you're right.
You need to train with that program more, Dion. You haven't even found the make money button yet.
Soon, Dion. Soon everything will be mud.
Why is your mobile site so
It's not
terrible?
on there. I looked through the whole thing.
Don't
We
look at
have
those
release
sites;
dates
they'll just
for-
hurt you.
Why? Where is your search button? There
They
it
have
is.
one, but it doesn't work.
No, it
What's it?
never works.
Crawl.
Crawl.
Crawl is August.
Yeah.
Here,
Yes.
I think so.
I'm
September?
super keen for that.
I'm about to see.
And the new news that Jason just made us aware of:
Yeah.
fucking Apocalypse Now remaster in the IMAX.
Yep.
Probably.
Final cut.
Hopefully.
I cannot wait.
Or-
that movie is so
No.
Oh,
fucked up.
26
no.
July for Crawl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's soon.
Same day as
I want to
Midsommar.
go. You know where I want to
Oh
go?
wow.
Double bill!
Double
Spooky
bill,
double
boys.
bill.
But definitely Crawl first.
Yes, no, absolutely.
Imagine.
Jesus.
Oh,
We just sit there shell shocked through an entire film, just like.
The thing is, we might need.
we just sit there crying
we
through the
might
whole
need
of
might need-
Crawl afterwards to
for the
kind of
levity.
relax.
No, I
Nah.
want the lead up.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I want
But
it
yeah, I'm keen for that spooky double bill.
Give it to me.
Yay.
No, I have to edit that out because you
Oh
did the clap.
no, I'm so sorry.
Quickly say it again.
Oh wait.
What I was going to say is, like, even more than on the IMAX, I want to go watch Apocalypse Now in the fancy 4K theater in
Yeah.
2D, but with the Dolby Atmos.
Oh yeah, actually for a 2D film, I'd almost rather go watch it in the 4K screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
If they show-
Especially if we can get those ludicrous.
Those
popcorn
ludicrous. I want a ludicrous Apocalypse Now size popcorn
I just want to.
with the helicopters.
with the
and shit.
helicopters.
Should you mean Apocalypse Now?
Oh!
I just,
yes.
I just want a liter of Ice Blast, but just napalm flavored.
Isn't it already napalm flavored?
Napalm and white
beautiful.
phosphorus. Tastes like napalm and white phosphorus and the extinction of an entire race of people.
Did you know that you can?
cosplay with?
Did you know you can make napalm with equal parts frozen orange juice and gasoline?
You can. You can do this with many household items.
Sorry, we lost
Well,
the plot
what-
there,
were
but
there any
yeah,
other
giant
trailers?
fucking popcorn.
I think that's it for the trailers.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it
Trailers.
for trailers. So what's news?
What's news?
Jason,
That's
what's
it
news?
for trailers. That's it for
Yeah,
trailers.
that's
it
it
for
for
trailers.
trailers. What
News,
happens
views,
in
and
the news?
interviews.
Do you guys want to hear some insider industry gossip before we
Yes.
get to the
Yes.
news? So Ridley Scott,
Yeah.
Yes.
well, his production company Scott Free, and Netflix are doing a series here,
Yeah.
and they've pre-booked 8 seasons of shooting.
Holy shit.
That's a lot of seasons of shooting.
I've never pause. But I've never heard of a production company pre-booking 8 seasons
Yeah.
of anything
Yeah,
ever
that's
in the
crazy.
history of anything.
But I mean, like, who said they pre-booked 8 seasons?
That was the industry. That is the current industry
buzz in the industry.
That's what I heard at the party I was
Maybe
at
they're
on
doing.
Friday.
Maybe they're just doing what James Cameron's doing with Avatar, where it's just like,
Oh, in
where
produ-
it's like you're just fucking flexing. You're like
Just
yeah. It's the same thing Disney did before Last Jedi, where they're like, cool, we're giving this man his whole. It's just. It feels like it's a way to instill confidence in a product.
Yeah, and when you have such low confidence in your name as Ridley Scott, probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And also, just also consider like the rash of shows that have now finished and have been cancelled on the Netflix originals things.
Yeah.
Like how Kimmy Schmidt is now over, all the Marvel shows are now over.
Kimmy Schmidt still has a Bandersnatch style thing coming.
I can't wait for that.
Their finale is going to be with Daniel Radcliffe. Like,
I'm in.
They're going to have, like one of
I'm
those choose
cool.
your own adventure things.
That's fantastic.
That's a great way to end off.
I hope one of the ways that it ends is you're in the bunker.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You just this is
With the
all a
reverend.
dream.
They totally lost you and you're just in the bunker the whole time.
But you're there with John Hamm. So,
So everything was a dream, and Kimmy just wakes up in the bunker. Oh god, that's too dark.
Oh, that is way too dark for that show.
Well, that
But-
show went pretty fucking
Yeah, it
dark.
took- pretty dark.
Pretty dark.
I should watch more of that show.
That
You
show
should.
is
But yeah,
it's
considering...
also it's a lot like 30 Rock in that it's a show that really rewards rewatching.
Yeah.
Like everything, all of it, I've always enjoyed when I watched the first time, but I've always enjoyed it more the second
Although
time.
I will say the first half of season 1 was difficult for me to get through from just a cringe perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you can't handle even low levels
yeah,
of
but
cringe.
it's
Yeah, I know,
but
what
season
I'm saying.
yeah, but all of it is like it's like 30 Rock where like you watch it the second and the third time, and every time you're just picking up new jokes and new references and like new continuities. You like Arrested Development or any of those
Yeah.
shows, like just all like new details the whole time.
It's almost like
really
Tina Fey
dense.
is just a really good writer.
It's almost
crazy.
like
It's
that.
almost something like that. So pre-booked 8 seasons.
Yeah.
Do we
Yeah.
know anything else about this series at
It's
all?
called Something About Wolves.
So I take it they're shooting a lot of it at Cape Town Film Studios.
Shooting all over. All over.
Cool. No, because the only one that I know that pre-booked a lot in advance was that Black Sails. Didn't they
Yeah.
do 4?
They did 4.
4.
They were gonna do 5, but then the set burnt down. Oops.
And also people didn't really like the show as much
and the
as
show
they
was
thought.
pretty bad.
Yeah, it was
so,
pretty terrible. I mean,
Never watched it.
the
not
best
that good.
scenes are in like the first episode of season 1, where you can see both a very young Thomas Sharp
Fuck, man.
and a very much younger myself.
Oh, nice.
And then
Wait,
in
wait,
episode,
how young Thomas Sharp was it? Was it handsome Thomas?
Yeah, it was.
yeah, it was
Oh,
handsome
wow,
Thomas.
I've got to see that.
And then in episode 9, you can
Why
see.
he's acting all embarrassed, like, oh no.
And in
was
season 9, you can
handsome
see
Thomas.
again a
'Cause
me
now
but
look
playing
at
a
me.
different extra, and Thomas from Megalodon. He's also in
Oh,
there.
nice.
He's
Thomas.
not,
Thomas. Yeah.
He's not a Thomas.
Sorry, he's a Thomas.
Yeah.
That's the one. It's very Scandinavian.
Yeah. No, it's those are the only
Wasn't
scenes.
Chris
worth
in there as well at some point?
Everybody
Everybody.
with long fucking hair, pretty much, that
Yeah.
lived in Cape Town and
yeah.
had a beard.
Yeah,
was
I
in
think
that
we're the
film.
only 2 people out of the whole like Cape Town.
Like
natural
I know, I
community
did
as
the
it were.
extras. I
Yeah.
know, like
He knows.
the amount of people I've seen at gigs afterwards and be like, "Hey, it's you. You were black."
No, but
Bears."
remember, in 2013, you didn't have a beard yet. You were still a young.
I had a little baby beard. Only.
Yeah, you were still a baby.
we were not
face,
looking
Jason.
for baby beards. We were looking for man beards.
Oh, no. Well then.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a man beard. You've got the secret hide the second chin beard.
That's why I keep.
That's
That's
a
why.
function this performs as well.
That's
Yeah.
why I have my beard. Are you kidding me? Like,
Yes, Thomas, you fucking obese man.
I know.
You're just so fat. God.
I'm working on it.
Just go back to the Cheesecake Factory and eat a cheesecake. Why don't
I
you?
would much prefer the Cheesecake Factory if it was populated entirely of clones of my cat, Cheesecake.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I like that cat.
I'd
That
actually
cat's
prefer
nice.
the Cheesecake Factory if it was entirely filled with brisket.
No. The Brisket Factory.
They do actually make brisket there, though.
Really?
Yeah, they make their menu is like a 60-page book.
Where's this?
So it's
The
like
Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I just saw like Cheesecake
So
Factory
it's like
was just
Willoughby's
like
in the
like just a
waterfront.
general
Have
expression,
you ever seen
like
their
the
fucking menu?
bakery or something.
What's this?
Have you ever been to Willoughby's in the waterfront?
No.
Jesus Christ, that menu is like
Do they ever answer the question?
never.
Willoughby's or
Willoughby's.
Oh no! I'm becoming a freak. Oh my god, we're
Okay,
terrible.
So you mentioned earlier 28 Days Later,
Yes.
and
Yes.
there is news on that. Because Danny Boyle
Hello.
said that
Oh, Danny Boyle.
There is
the
a
pipes,
sequel
the
in
pipes
development.
are calling.
a sequel to 28 Weeks.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
really? Is it going to be 28,
28
months?
months
I mean, it's gonna have to be, right? They can't just jump straight to 28
or
years.
2.8 months.
Yes.
Ah,
Nice.
That would be a prequel?
I don't know.
Yes,
Pretty sure
technically
2.8
I don't know
months is
how
fewer
time
than
works.
28 weeks.
Unless it's another 28 weeks later.
Yeah.
Yet
28
another.
weeks, even more later.
28,
Yeah.
28 weeks later, 2.
No.
Yes.
2 times
56
2.
weeks.
28
56
days
weeks.
28 days after the 28 weeks
Yeah.
later.
The
But
sequel.
Than
was
the
a
initial
sequel to
point.
28 days.
But what are they
Cillian
gonna
Murphy's
do?
not in this
Because
one. It's a long title.
They're gonna. It's
but
gonna
what
be
if-
Brexit, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
but the thing is, like, they already like spoiler for 28 weeks later if you haven't watched
If you
it.
haven't watched a 10-year-old
Old
film,
But I mean, they kind of proved at the end of it that yeah, the zombie apocalypse was really only in Britain.
yeah, it never.
No,
at
they
the
ran
end of,
across
the
by
end
the
of- yeah.
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, the end shot of 28 weeks later
right.
is them running across the channel, and you see the Eiffel Tower.
Oh right, now I remember.
They got to.
And they go,
So I was thinking of the director's cut where they didn't show that.
no, it's all because that stupid
Yeah.
dude wanted his wife back.
What an idiot!
And then
Why
she
didn't he
tore his
just
eyeballs
die?
out.
Yeah.
Or he, some
There was
people
eyeball
eyeballs
touring.
tearing out. Yeah, it's kids. Basically, it's kids that fucked it up.
Yeah.
'Cause of
Yeah.
course it was stupid kids.
Fucking children.
Fucking everything up.
What do they do? Have jobs? No.
Yeah, but basically, what Boyle said was Alex Garland and I have a wonderful idea for
Or
the
something to
third part.
Peralta.
It's properly good. The original film led to a bit of a resurgence in the zombie drama, and it doesn't reference any of that. It doesn't feel stale at all. He's concentrating on directing his own work at the moment, so it stood in absence, really. But it's a you never know.
Okay.
I'm assuming that that absence there is a title and not the word abeyance? Is it abeyance?
Ambiance, Jason. It's
Ambience?
pronounced
Amber-
ambiance.
amber-
No,
Brands.
abeyance does
It's
sound like a
pronounced
word. I don't know.
Ambien. It's a
I
drug
need
you
to
take
read
to
that.
have a fun nap.
Ambulance. Ambulance. I got it.
You got it, Thomas.
Yeah.
You nailed it. That's
I
what
got
that
it.
word says.
Woo. Got it.
So
Damn, you're the
Ambien.
one with an English teaching degree and stuff.
Yeah.
Is abeyance a real word?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
So
I'm
is
gonna edit up my stupidity.
Classic.
Okay.
I would watch it. I like 28 Days Later, and I like 28
It seems
Weeks
very
Yeah.
like speculative though. It's like those headlines that I've been seeing for like the last 5 years, where it's like new Blackadder is coming, and then they're just interviewing one of the writers, because every time one of those writers gets interviewed, they get
They
asked about
ask
Blackadder,
about
and they
the
go,
question.
"Yes, we'd love to do season 5," or "Yes, we'd love to do a special." And then the next day, the headlines are all new writer
Adder,
confirms,
Confirmed.
new
Yeah.
almost said Black Sabbath, new Blackadder in the works.
But why would
No,
they when
they-
it ended so perfectly?
Well, they did. They actually did that New Year special
I was also
in
thinking, it's not just
1999,
New
which
Year's and
was
Christmas specials.
fucking good. I
Yeah.
rewatched that. That was
Is
so
it?
excellent, actually. Yeah, where he
With the-
time travels.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was.
And he punches Shakespeare, who is played by
Man.
what's his name?
Acting.
Colin Firth. Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
okay.
But yeah, that was super great. But I mean, like, Flashheart has died. Nursey died. What's his name? Percy said he doesn't want to do it because he's real, like, he ain't aged real well.
Yeah.
I mean, Rowan Atkinson and Baldrick could still give it a good go.
Yeah.
But everyone else is kind of dead.
Yeah,
But
they're all
they
dead
don't
or just,
really
and
need-
I don't think they can afford
Also,
House.
yeah.
No.
Hugh Laurie. Like, I
Well,
don't.
he's too busy on his jazz tours.
Yeah. So like, unless he does it for like love and the way that it could work, I think, is if they do it for comic relief, like one of those charity
Yeah.
thing. I think that's pretty much the only way they could
They could get the band back together.
get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would watch it.
It's the best. I hate that Rowan Atkinson is forever going to be known as Mr. Bean.
I know, because
Yeah.
he's done such better work.
Because
That's like
Blackadder-
the worst of what he's done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that it's necessarily even bad, I mean, Mr. Bean is great in that it's sort of super international. Everyone loves
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's silent. But yeah, Blackadder is vastly superior
In every way.
every way.
Yep.
And it's just like, why is... I understand why. but
Because
it's
funny
also
man
so
fall down.
pretty much.
He fall
and it's
down.
actually his
Hilarious.
character is so heavily. Mr. Bean is so heavily plagiarized from. I don't want to say plagiarized, but heavily borrows
Influenced.
from Peter Sellers' character from the
In
party.
Yeah.
Like it's just
That.
like you watch the party, you're like, Oh, I see.
I mean, you're not even mentioning like the other stuff you did, like the Thin Blue
Thin Blue Line,
which is also
fantastic.
great.
But I mean, just the character, like
Yeah.
Blackadder, is just so
So bad.
Yeah, it's a great fucking character.
yeah, so good. Oh well.
Oh well.
It's just a pity that people just see Mr. Bean and they're like, cool, so we're gonna cast him as Stupid Man.
Yeah, or Johnny English Spy Man now,
Yeah,
because he's a funny
Johnny
man.
English is basically just a talking Mr. Bean.
Yeah,
It's weird though that you have these like incredible comedic talents floating around. I mean, you've got Will Ferrell, who I know is super stale, but I mean, a lot of that is just the scripts.
Yeah.
And Rowan Atkinson, like you've got these like amazing comedic actors floating around. Like, where the fuck are the scripts? Where are the projects?
Why can't they get
Like,
work?
yeah, surely out there has to be someone that can still write comedies, like decent comedy. It's really weird to me.
they do exist. The people that can write decent comedies, they just all work in television now.
That's a good point. And television, by and large, can't afford
Big
Yeah.
your
people.
own Atkinsons and so on.
Yeah,
Weird. But yeah, it is. And Will
because I mean,
Ferrell,
even
it's
when they transition, like all of the films that Tina Fey has written in the past, like they've never been like box office smashes.
yeah, and they've actually not even. I mean, I'm a huge Tina Fey fan, but they've not really been that great. Like her films.
Yeah, no, that's
I mean,
besides
Mean
the
Girls
point.
was.
Yeah, Mean Girls is the
Yeah.
exception.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, there was the one she did with.
Baby
Amy
Mamas.
Poehler, yeah, which was pretty bleh.
Yeah,
and there
it
was.
was average.
But did she have any creative role in Date Night? Because that was bad. Her and Steve Carell.
I
Who would have
don't
thought?
know.
Oh, yeah.
Who would have thought that a movie?
Isn't Gal Gadot in that film?
Yes.
I can't remember.
Yes.
I watched it
think
before
so.
I knew who
I
Gal
don't
Gadot was. So. But yeah, like it's just weird. And I know this new one, Wine Country, as well. Is
Yeah.
apparently like
Wine company.
yeah, it's apparently okay. But yeah,
Made a movie about Stellenbosch?
I guess
Yes.
it's also just because the
Called
stakes are
Sideways.
higher. I think with comedy, with TV, they've got more room to experiment.
Yeah.
Whereas like with film, it's like we have 90 minutes. We have
There's 6 executives and they will watch everything
yeah,
that
and
you do.
Yeah.
and we're gonna like focus test this across all 4 quadrants.
Her
and-
strength is really
Does
in
it
like
Bechdel test?
long-term storytelling and continuity
Yeah.
things.
and hiring
all that
and her
nonsense.
hiring policy, like the writers that she hires, because she always has like she says she always has an even balance between like scumbags, like sleazy sort of humor guys, and Harvard guys. Like there's always like her writing staff is always 50% each.
That just sounds like the Futurama writing stuff.
Yeah, that's how you get good comedy.
Yeah, except
just
Futurama writing staff had something like 13 different degrees across the writers.
What
Well,
a bunch
It
of
was,
nerds.
but it wasn't 13 degrees, Jason. It was 7 PhDs. Get it right.
Okay.
Yeah, nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Well, someone has a fucking PhD in pedantry.
You're so anal, Marcus.
Oh yeah, I'm a no.
Oh dear.
Also, I've been rewatching an old favorite show of mine, The Venture Brothers.
Oh, you mean the vastly superior to Rick and Morty show?
Yes, that one.
I still have to watch more of it. I watched 1 season and I was like, "This is fantastic," and then just
Which season
did
did
not
you
I know,
watch?
thing.
I know. Like I've heard people have been telling me.
I will swear up and down
Yeah.
that show is magnificent.
Yeah,
Like,
it really is.
I've got the first 5 seasons on fucking DVD.
Yeah, no, I'm well aware. It's just one of those.
and it did take a bit of a dip in season 6.
Yeah, the
But
issue.
season 7, which I just finished because it just got home release,
Yeah.
like
My main issue with it, and it's the reason why it didn't get as popular as something like Rick and Morty, is it just comes out so fucking slowly.
Yeah, I
like
heard-
like every
I know-
Is it
Pi
like the
was-
Berserk of animated series?
dude, like every 3 years.
yeah.
the
Season
comes
1 came out in 2003.
Wow.
Yeah, Pi was super into it, and like always, like they were. I remember them sort of talking about like just the agony of waiting.
Yeah.
It is
years
awful.
between seasons.
Like
Yeah.
the first season is in 360p, like, and has never been Blu-ray released. Like that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the first 2 seasons aren't on Blu-ray.
Yeah, they do not exist.
Sheesh.
So,
Damn.
but it is a magnificent show,
Yeah.
and I love everything about it.
So on the topic of like spy things, because you mentioned earlier that what was it? Johnny English.
Johnny
That was
English.
me, you
English.
dick.
You mentioned Johnny English.
And we all mentioned Charlie's Angels, which is kind of a spy
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Spy versus spy. There's
the-
another spy thing.
The Lonely Island are busy making a spy movie.
Fantastic. I'm in.
And,
Yes.
Oh.
and because
You don't need to tell us anymore, Jason.
That's
We're
done.
already
well, no,
sold.
I do have to tell you more because of Andy Samberg's commitments to Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He can't.
Oh, no.
He can't play the starring role in it, which was the original plan. So they're at the moment they're in talks with Zachary Levi to play the lead.
Oh no, that sounds like the worst thing ever. Oh wait, it's the best thing ever.
Oh, that's fucking great.
If
Thing
only,
is-
if only he had
Some sort of
practiced playing
experience.
some kind of spy.
Some sort of comedic spy.
Oh, Shazam.
Yeah,
Um,
because he's like a man.
the thing is,
and
like,
also
I
not-
love The Lonely Island and I love Andy Samberg, but Andy Samberg isn't actually the strongest actor.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so if you look at something like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like, he's far and away the weakest actor on that
Yes.
cast, even though the whole thing is a vehicle for him.
Yeah.
He's got his singular character. So I think it'll be pretty cool actually having that mixed up a bit.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, and
and Zachary Levi is fantastic.
Yeah,
so-
and they've got Jeff Tomsic, the guy who directed Tag, to direct.
Okay.
Tag was alright.
Tag was pretty
It
good.
was,
Yeah.
it was fun because Spy Guys centers on a stereotypical heroic espionage expert who is forced to turn to his old college buddies for help on a particularly troublesome mission.
yeah,
So we're
I'm in.
gonna get spy old school.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I just want like 3 Lonely Island raps in the movie, and I'll be.
Oh,
happy.
there will
I'm
be.
also what also makes me very happy about this news is just the fact that it's like Andy Samberg's commitment to Brooklyn Nine-Nine
Yeah.
is strong enough that it's keeping him from a starring role in a film. Like, keep that show going, please.
Yeah.
Really, please.
Yeah,
Just keep
come
going.
on.
I mean, he's a producer on it, so he's got a vested interest.
Yes. Dearvold started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
And does he love it?
He'll-
Well, of course he
he'll only
does
get
because
better
he's
as a human.
Yeah, I know, right? I heard it coming out of my sister's room. I was like, ah.
It's all on our net. Well, most of it's on our Netflix.
Yeah, the first 5
5
seasons.
Yeah.
On the 6th season, yeah, we'll have to wait and see because of the change of production and the networks and
Yeah.
everything.
Where ownership lies.
Yeah.
Thomas,
Jeez.
did you know that they have started production on a 9th Saw movie?
Yes, written by Chris Rock.
No, produced by.
No,
I thought he was gonna direct
I'm pretty
it.
sure he's
No,
either a
I'm pretty sure we
writer
said
or
producer.
a director.
Last time we said producer.
Oh, sorry, not production. They've started filming. My bad. So they've actually started filming it now.
But apparently I think it's Saw 8. Which was the one, apparently one of the latter ones was like, oh, Saw
Saw
8 was a
Saw
disaster,
7.
Saw 7 was apparently really good.
The one where they got Carrie Elways back for
Yes.
Yes.
it. That one was
The
a
most
last
recent
one-
one was fucking
Yeah.
terrible.
The 7th one.
we went to go watch. What horror movie did we go and see? Mother.
Mother.
With exclamation mark. We went to go see Mother. And then we saw my sister and her boyfriend there going to see Saw Farmhouse or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
I think it's just called Saw.
I don't know.
So we
No, that's the one that's called Jigsaw.
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 So
Right.
we figured we'd go in there and heckle them
Yeah.
Okay.
because it was just us in the cinema.
That was a great day.
This
So we were just heckling my sister and her boyfriend while they tried to watch a spooky movie that was just shit.
Okay.
That was a good
have
day.
do you guys listen to Bim Bam?
Yes.
I know you do.
I can't because it affects my workplace productivity too
Oh, okay.
drastically.
Have you ever heard Munch Squad?
No.
Munch Squad is like a podcast within the podcast
Okay.
where Justin like takes press releases of Wendy's or like just fucking buck wild like press releases and then like reads through them and they discuss them and they're just like they're insane. This strikes me as like the film version of a Munch Squad press release.
Okay.
Like this reads exactly like that.
Fuck us up.
Joe Drake, chairman of Lionsgate Motion Picture Group, said, when Chris Rock came to us and described in chilling detail his fantastic vision that reimagines and spins off the world of the notorious Jigsaw killer, we were all in. Saw is one of the highest grossing horror franchises of all time, and it's one of Lionsgate's most successful film series. This upcoming film will still be as mind-bending and intense as all the previous Saw films. Chris conceived the idea, and it will be completely reverential to the legacy of the material, while reinvigorating the brand with his wit, creative vision, and passion for this classic horror franchise.
What a crock of
This
shit.
summer, Rob Schneider figures out.
Chris wants to put his own spin on the Saw franchise in the way Eddie Murphy put a completely fresh perspective on buddy cop films with 48 Hours.
What?
Wow!
God.
What's the link there, guys? Total non.
Nick Nolte, that's the link there.
I just need
And
to.
racism.
I need to stretch before I attempt the mental gymnastics required to get from there
Nobody
to there.
fucking
can't
saw
stretch.
48
Not
hours.
yesterday.
It came
This is
out
the whole
forever
second
ago.
class.
I can go all the way here. This is as far as I can get. I can get to there.
Jesus.
I can get
That's
to there.
that's fucking crazy.
That's ridiculous. Holy crap.
Ooh, also, I started listening to the Beef and Dairy Network.
Oh, it's good. Eh?
It's fucking great.
And as it continues, it becomes like more of like a ray. There's all this conspiracy shit that starts
it's
coming in.
It's just like how I love how like every week the sponsor, like the ad, just adds more and more layers to it. It's like
If it isn't Mitchell's, get back in the truck.
it's very reminiscent to Welcome to Night Vale for me, so that's why I love it.
Yeah, it's very Monty Python as
Yeah.
well. Very surreal.
Just before we get into our DC section of our mandatory DC section of the
Oh, you mean
episode.
the Zack Snyder minute?
The
Yeah,
Snyder.
well, no,
minute.
we'll go into a bit of DC and then we'll go into the Snyder. We'll end with the Snyder minute, which will
Alright.
probably take about Snyder 10 minutes.
You know, Snyder Man has now
Classic
become
Snyder
our
time.
fuck Konami news, right?
That's a snide commentary, Jason. Commentary on our lack of time.
Yeah.
Explain?
Jared.
Jared!
We can't save you now.
Dion, he made a snide comment, so you should make one that's more snide. A Snyder comment,
more
if you
snide.
will.
Increasingly snide-ish.
Yeah.
It's Snyder.
Snidier.
I will make the snidest comment,
I
or
hate
at least
everything. I hate it all.
No, thank you. I don't want that joke.
I return that.
That's basically Thomas's reaction. No, thank you. I'm not having that.
I'm not playing in this space.
I'll be in my trailer.
I'm not coming out until there's catering.
Bring out the fucking grader.
Paul Rudd in Ghostbusters, what's now called Ghostbusters 2020.
Yeah, that's a fucking terrible title. Don't ever put the year that a film comes out in the title
But
of
it's
the
so
film.
very clearly a reference to Ghostbusters that came out in 2016 that people started calling Ghostbusters 2016.
Yeah, well, you
Why
have
would
to.
you? Why would you invite that ire?
Exactly.
Like, why would you brand?
Well,
it so
maybe
serious?
well,
Unless it's
because
a
everyone's
sequel
gonna
of
be
sorts.
like, oh, cool, they're men in it now.
No, here's
Men in it.
it's not
Yeah,
Mennonites?
Mennonites.
but it's not men. It's children. It's mostly children.
Yeah.
What?
It's mostly children.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
Stranger Things
This is the kids'
Ghostbusters
bop.
thing.
Yeah.
Stranger.
Oh my
Busters.
god. They're just this.
Wasn't that To Catch a Predator?
Yes.
That you can just see like the boardroom meeting of like, okay, cool, the all-female reboot thing didn't work.
So let's do this.
So like, what's hot right now? It's
Yeah.
like
Whoa! Choice of words, Dion.
Sorry.
What's hot right now? Children.
sorry,
What's worse than a murderer? A child.
sorry. What's sexually attractive?
Finn Wolfhard. Always Finn Wolfhard.
Okay, in terms of audience consumption patterns, what is currently lucrative?
I'll tell you what's lucrative.
Popcorn?
What's popular and
Children.
lucrative? Like children, because Stranger Things, it's like, okay,
Like
cool.
the entire East Bloc human trafficking thing.
Yeah, those are all hot
all
right now.
booming
Those
right
are
now.
fucking
Big Box
booming.
Cafe.
So,
All up there, man.
let's
Brexit.
but I mean that is almost certainly
Yes,
like the
that's-
logic.
that's
It's like,
the
okay,
focus
Stranger
testing.
Things is big now, so like next Ghostbusters, kids, let's ride this wave.
Yeah, but again,
And it just feels like-
it's like a 2016 decision, though.
Yeah.
It's like, what's hot now? Kids.
Thomas, you
Thomas,
fucking
wow.
pedo.
The same. The
You
same thing
PDF
happened-
document.
That's hyper problematic.
It's so
The
problematic.
same thing fucking happened to Telltale Games when they were
Yeah.
like, "What's hot now? Zombies. Let's build a whole fucking game studio around zombie games."
Yeah.
Oh wait, we missed the boat.
Yeah.
They didn't do that though.
They did.
No, the big thing with Telltale was that like the Walking Dead formula,
Yeah.
the formula of the game was super hard. Most of the games they did weren't zombie related. They went all in on the one game formula. They were like, oh, Walking Dead season 1 game did really well and won lots of awards.
And then they're
So
like, let's do a
all of-
Borderlands one and a Batman's one.
Yeah.
and Game of
And,
Thrones one, and a Wolf
and a
Among
Wolf,
Us one,
yeah.
and like they were fucking churning these things out.
Yeah.
So that's it was more diminishing returns on the format than.
Have you read Fables, by the way? The series of comics that The Wolf Among Us
Uh-uh.
was based on. Real
Is
good.
it?
Top
Fable
tier.
2 was really good.
I liked Fable
I-
1
I-
better. Do you know?
Yeah.
If you could get a hold of
Same.
the
I could be
the actual
misremembering, but yeah.
Fables comics, I'm pretty sure Martina would really enjoy them.
Wait, I'm talking shit. There've only been 3 Fable games.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Fable 1 is
Ah,
a good one.
There've been 4.
There have been 4.
What was the 4th one?
It
The-
had some weird subtitle.
It's Legends.
No, that one got cancelled.
Did it get cancelled?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I thought
sure.
it got released.
No, it
Because I
got
know there's-
cancelled.
So
You should know. You have the only.
Yeah, sorry.
You have the system it's supposed to be on.
sorry, Fable 1 was good, and
Yeah.
Fable 3 I was impressed with insofar as like the second half, how it just turned the whole game on its head.
Yeah.
Which I was impressed by. But yeah, Fable 2 was the not so good one.
Yes.
Cool. Same page. Cool, no doubt.
No, DC time?
DC time!
DC time.
Okay, first things first.
Wait, Jason, DC time.
DC time!
Why would you do it in a falsetto? That's
I don't know.
jeez.
I was just copying. I learned it from watching you!
Well,
DC time.
should I do
No,
it?
that's
Should
a
I do
Snyder
it like
minute thing.
Brendan Small style, just like DC time?
No one can see you strumming that guitar.
They're
I thought he was...
yeah.
Yeah, no, I was
They're-
totally jacking
They're
it.
touring again, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
they
saw
played
it.
a
It's fun.
festival show.
It's always fun.
Bastards.
New season, please.
Yeah, so supposedly...
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
It's been
Joker is going to premiere at the Venice Film Festival, like
Venison.
Venison
Film
Film
Festival,
Festival,
yeah.
to get its foot in that Oscar door.
That is weird.
Yeah.
That is the weirdest decision ever.
That is weird, but
Because, no, like, think about the nerds that
Yeah.
watch comic book films. They're not the people that watch art films.
yeah.
So why would you like start your marketing as like a highbrow thing where you're immediately
I think they
drawing
feel
that like, oh, critics
I think they
will...
feel like they've already got the
Nerds,
the
yeah.
nerd market on lock.
Yeah.
they do.
And I think they're trying to sort of broaden out and sort of get that more like mainstream legitimacy, which in honesty is actually fair because
it is.
like
'Cause
if you
they've
look at
got
something, if you
Joaquin.
look at like Best Picture winners in past, like there have been superhero films that are objectively better films
Yes.
than Best Picture winners
Yeah.
and Best Picture nominees.
I mean,
So
yeah.
I think it. I mean, it has
remember
to-
that
it
time
has to
Crash
start-
won Best Picture?
It has to start somewhere. Like
It does.
the
And this would be a good
And I mean,
Yes.
it's got the with with this the Scorsese producing it, and with Joaquin playing the lead role, it's already got some of that
It's got big
critic
names.
prestige.
yeah.
because those are respected Oscar-winning, creatives that are attached to this
They're
project.
in
DC
the
itself is
industry.
Oscar winning.
Yeah.
You go fuck yourself,
Yeah,
Jason.
that's an Oscar winning film.
Yep.
Can I throw it to the word damage my equipment?
Here,
I like how you say that to me almost every episode now.
I say it to him.
man.
First off.
It does make sense that they want to try and angle it more as this is a movie for critics.
I think the other thing is the something like the link between review scores and box office. I mean, there is an undeniable link
Yes.
between a Rotten Tomatoes score and box office. So if you're sort of starting off and you're really aggressively trying to like legitimize it, like get in with the critics and that sort of thing, that's also like a valid strategy. Because if you look at something like Godzilla, King of the Monsters, which was like in the 40s on Rotten Tomatoes, like that is listed as a reason, part of the reason for its box office bomb, is that it was reviewed so poorly and people take Rotten Tomatoes very seriously.
For whatever reason.
Because people are dumb.
Gamers rise up.
Oh.
Just because of that, you get to look at this first.
Ooh, what's this? This looks fantastic.
This is probably going to be something.
Oh,
terrible.
this.
It's
Oh,
the new
This-
most recently released picture of Harley Quinn.
oh,
in-
this is
In
the
the fabulous
greatest.
emancipation.
Yeah, the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. This is
Although to be honest,
the
I actually
greatest
prefer,
outfit
I prefer
I've ever
that,
seen.
I prefer that to the first one they released.
I love that. I genuinely love that.
This sounds like sarcasm. It sounds like you mean the opposite of what you're saying.
I do.
Mean the opposite of what you're saying.
No. Wait,
You do
yes.
know.
You've confused. Your sarcasm is too good.
Okay, I
You've
need to see it.
confused
I need to
yourself.
fucking see it. Just show me.
My face is sad.
Oh Jesus! What?
How
I like that
terrible
she
is
looks-
it that is the
I
better
like,
of the two
I
costume
like
pictures
that she
they've
looks
released?
like a backup dancer in a 2000s music
She
video.
does. What
For
the
Aaliyah.
fuck is going on,
Oh, you're fucking right.
Right?
I just noticed the diamond pattern on it as well now. It's
Yeah.
just like an extra layer of insult.
To go along with the tattoo
It's
that
fa-
Harley Quinn would definitely
it's
have the patience to sit down and get.
It's fantabulous, guys.
Guys, I
Yeah.
What's
I don't understand what I'm seeing. Show me the other one. Did I see the other one?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
another one?
You have seen the other
The-
one.
the first
I think I
one.
blocked it out.
What was the first one? I can't remember seeing the
It's
first
the one
one.
where it's Harley Quinn.
It's all come back to me now.
Yeah. But are you talking about a Suicide Squad costume? Well,
No.
costume. I mean, yeah,
Cosplay.
cosplay that
You mean
every.
the hottest new cosplay of that year.
Hot topic.
2016 Halloween was a fucking shit show because of Suicide Squad. Like,
Truly.
it was the darkest
There-
timeline.
There's a set photo of it. That one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, with the weird tassely arms.
You see, but to me, this first one, this is more in line with how she allegedly dressed herself in Suicide Squad. It's more, in feeling with her lack of character. Oh, why am I trying to justify?
Stop it!
It's
See,
fucking
that face?
terrible.
Look at that face. That
That's the
accurately
face.
describes it.
Yeah.
Also, the expression it's making.
Yes.
What the fuck? This is like. This is
Who are
like
the
you
production
take
designers?
this is what happens when you take like you go into the deepest, darkest recesses of like
You had this
trailer trash country,
Yeah.
right? You go in there and you pick a woman out at random, and then you take her to Mardi Gras,
So basically, what you're saying is,
and you roofie her,
So what you're
and you
saying-
roofie her,
so
and
what
you give her like a free supply of tequila, and then this is her 2 days later.
what you're saying is they hired Die Antwoord to style her.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's very. Yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
That's
it.
horrifying.
It's fantabulous, apparently.
Fuck that already.
Please, no!
Yeah.
Hey Dion, you know what you
battery
should
I can whip at Thomas.
you know what you
It's
should
just
go
like
check out.
home.
Go go to Reddit.
Just
Yeah.
stab
and
me
just go
again.
check out the People of Walmart subreddit again.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
guys seen Redneck D&D?
No.
Okay, I'll find it for you in the break. Because I don't know where to find it easily. But yeah. Okay, so now on to...
16 titties fall out.
Snyder.
Oh, is there more?
Snyder Minutes.
Snyder, strum, air guitar. Minute, Snyder. No, that doesn't work.
No.
It's okay. Jason can just leave that in.
Yeah.
Oh, 100% will. Because why would I make more work for myself in editing?
That's crazy.
They're a minute.
Stop with the goats, man! I hate goats so much!
Reminds me of that Taylor Swift thing where they like that "I Knew You Were Trouble" song, and then like
Yeah,
all
and
like ahs were like all goats,
goats.
but goats screaming. It's fucking great.
I hate goats
Okay,
so much.
you know how WB has recently gotten a new CEO because their old one essentially forced a young actress into sex to advance her career.
Classic.
So
Well,
he was kicked out.
Ken Fukunaga was kicked out.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this.
For doing the bad sex.
Oh, did he Weinstein himself?
He was.
Kevin Tsujihara.
Oh, Kevin Tsujihara.
Yeah. For getting it. embroiled in an inappropriate sexual relationship with a young British actress, Charlotte Kirk, in exchange for advancing her career.
I
Well,
guess
obviously it didn't
very well.
work, because I have no idea who she is.
So,
Yeah, that's the takeaway here, Marcus.
yeah,
That's the
important
takeaway.
part.
That's the thing where, like, she had sex with a
sold
guy
out to
for
the
nothing. That's clearly the takeaway. Like, if you're gonna fuck a guy, make sure you get something out of it.
If you want to get out of it, is fucking a guy.
Jason, wake up. It's 2019. Women always have an ulterior motive.
Gamers
Jesus,
rise up.
Marcus. Fucking hell. Ugh, I'm leaving that in. You're living with that. You're living with
That's
that.
your
I'm leaving
legacy,
that
boy.
That is my legacy.
In. So,
Anyway,
so he was fired.
shockingly.
Okay.
And they replaced him with Anne Sarnoff,
Okay.
which
Okay.
is the
Anne
first
Sarnoff,
female
yes.
CEO that they've had in the company, like, ever. So obviously, seeing as it's a big landmark thing, everybody's congratulating her and, like, saying, yeah, well done, you're CEO. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're all saying, hey, now that you're CEO, release the Snyder Cut.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Do
god.
the right thing.
Obviously.
And
Not
if you
just-
don't, you hate us.
I just sorry.
And hate
what,
men.
What I love doing, just do like if I feel like little aggravation in my life,
I love
is I go on
dude.
Twitter and then I just like search for Snyder Cut. I was like, screen rant.
Is
it that
is
same
that
guy?
Is
An
it that
official-
evil guy?
An official tweet from the Screen Rant account.
I bet it's that guy.
What's your dream movie double feature? How about the Snyder cut of Justice League and the Trank cut of Fantastic
that was
Four?
my next story because Josh Trank actually tweeted that.
Oh,
What?
really?
Yeah.
What
No.
the serious fuck?
Okay.
I thought we were getting better. Why is the world getting
Movies
worse?
are getting better. Movie people are getting worse.
Do you want to know the worst part about that?
What?
Josh Trank tweeted that as a joke because he included in it The Day the Clown Cried, which is super famous, like, movie that got aborted. Never made, nobody's ever going to see it. So he put all of them there as a joke, like, these things are never going to happen. And people took it seriously.
People picked up on fuck.
People took it
Fuck.
seriously.
Fuck.
So not only can he not make movies, he also can't make jokes.
In fairness, no one can make jokes on the internet.
At all.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
You like. There's someone will.
One day.
I looked at the tweet and all the replies, and maybe one person out of the 100 replies that I read understood that it was a joke. The rest were like, yes, I'd love that. I'd love it more than the stupid Whedon cut. Hashtag Whedon cut. The world's a terrible place.
I
world is such a bad
I hate
play.
everything. A
Oh,
lot.
man.
Mostly myself.
The worst thing, the thing that hurt me the most, and I'm going to show you guys this, because if it hurts me, it's going to hurt you.
I respect that. That's
Ooh,
fine.
I love
that's-
Bob's non-political tweet on the Snyder Cut recently.
Dude, I can't follow that
No,
down.
I
So
wish
much.
I liked any movie that exists as much as
Yeah.
Snyder Cut obsessives like one that doesn't.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
pretty good.
Twitter is a bit.
I've unfollowed it.
It's a bit much.
So this is the tweet that almost got me to just quit. Just quit everything. The reply to it.
I like how Dion's face just dropped there.
Yeah, let me.
So I was just reading the Josh Trank tweet as well. Like,
Okay, let me. Yeah. Yep. This is a Snyder cut.
This is a Snyder cut.
just release it already. Let this nightmare be over.
No, we live forever in this horrible purgatory.
Purgatory. Like somebody on the throne's like, it's been 2 years already. Just let it go. And people got so angry.
How dare you? Look at Marcus. Marcus looks so sad.
We're all sad now.
Yeah, even
Ooh, we
I'm
could-
sad.
We could talk about the set photos from the Black Panther, from Black Widow, of
What?
allegedly Taskmaster.
Yes,
What?
that is interesting.
There's
Black
photo.
Widow actually
Yes,
already
it's
being
being
production?
shot. It's being shot.
They're
face.
gonna get it
And
weird. There's definitely gonna be a sizzle reel at
There's
Comic Con.
photos
Yeah,
of
apparently
someone.
they're going because a lot of people are skipping Comic Con this year. Like, pretty
Yeah,
much
yeah. Well, you
everyone-
have to.
Warner
When
Brothers
Marvel
is-
walks
Yeah,
up and
Marvel's just like,
Marvel's
hey,
just
here's
like,
our new
we're back,
next
and
phase.
stunks like a 7-foot cock on the
I mean,
table. You
even
just
like
leave.
when even something like that is a surefire winner, like Wonder Woman 1984, it's just like it's cool.
Nah.
We're
It's
out.
cool.
It's
Nah.
cool. We're out.
It's fine. It's fine. We're
Although
cool.
they're
gonna wait for the
DC
next gen
has-
consoles.
Oh, yeah, DC has said they're coming back in 2020 with a vengeance.
Oh, I thought you said Avengers for a moment. I was like, wow, that's it's gonna ruffle some feathers.
With Ray Fiennes
got
and Uma
cross-console
Thurman.
play
DC's,
now.
DC's Avengers.
With Ray Fiennes and Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what really annoys me? Like the thought that if DC sort of whole shared universe thing had been managed a little
Correctly.
better, and like their franchises and the Marvel ones were critically and commercially thriving like concurrently, the odds of crossovers
Are spectacularly
would
high.
be so good.
Yeah.
But I mean, Marvel wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
No, why would
now.
you?
But imagine theirs had been managed equally well, and like they
Imagine
had their.
imagine this year we had watched both Endgame and Flashpoint Paradox,
Yeah.
but good.
Yeah, and then next year it's like Avengers v Justice League.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, they could do
that
that.
could have
You could see
happened.
Superman holding Thor's hammer.
Yes, and you could have Steve Rogers meeting Superman, and you could have like Wonder Woman and Black Widow going shopping together. It would be amazing.
It would be
Yeah,
fucking
and
great.
not talking about. Have them go shopping and not talk
Are
about
you
men.
Marcus now?
Sorry, he's dropping the balls. Someone has to be a bigot.
Yeah, sometimes, other times just spiking it into the universe.
No, but seriously, that's something that could seriously have happened.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely
It's
right.
happened in comics before. So
No,
it's
I
not
know,
outside
that-
the realm of possibility of the two of them working together.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yes.
but I mean, they'd have to have. The thing is, for that to work for both parties, they'd have to be like beloved versions of the characters with specific actors like inextricably linked with them. So you've got like your Chris Evans with Captain America. Like they'd have to have like all of their characters would have to be like Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman
Yeah.
at this point.
And we're just
Or
not
Zachary
there.
Levi
We just
Shazam.
yeah, we're just not there.
With that really pissed me off with the Superman cameo in Shazam. Oh, it's kind of funny where they just do like have it from the neck
I
down.
thought it was perfect. I
But
thought it
like,
was
it's
great.
like, oh come on! I really wanted to see like.
Nah, it's actually honestly for me it works just as well as is. Like, it's fine. Like I think
It's fine,
great.
but I would have preferred it with Henry Cavill, because I like Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
I like Henry Cavill as well, but I don't like Superman, like the DC Superman.
I don't know.
So
Snyder
something with
minute.
Snyder.
Taskmaster, allegedly.
Oh
Taskmaster.
yeah.
Allegedly. Well, you know, people think it might be a new gritty Taskmaster. I'm not 100% convinced, but it's an interesting theory.
I don't know if it would be weird for them to introduce Taskmaster in
It's weird for
a
the
flashback version like that.
and in specifically to do only with Black Widow.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Who's
Not
Taskmaster usually set up?
Spider-Man
Thought
and
so.
Deadpool.
Spider-Man and
Thought
Deadpool,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, usually. Like here, like Deadpool is always giving him shit because they have this never-ending thing.
Yeah, because he's the ultimate tactician, but
Yeah.
Deadpool can always beat him because he knows what he's thinking because he's in a comic book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And he can never, and it always pisses Taskmaster off because he can't fucking kill Deadpool. he just can't like do it. And yeah, it's Spider-Man just by proxy, really, just because Spider-Man's always bumping into him for some reason. don't know
Well, I
why.
mean, like the set photos look pretty legit.
Yeah,
Let me see.
I looked at him.
Oh no, I pushed a different button.
Oh,
When I grabbed it, I pushed at the top of the screen, I pushed to something. Technology.
how does it work?
we don't know.
Yeah, only the wizards do.
Or it could just be like the head paramilitary
Yeah,
dude.
it could just be Army Man.
It
Number
could be
dude.
Bane.
That to me doesn't scream Taskmaster.
No, it doesn't either to
Let
me.
Well,
me
you
see.
can't hear him from this high up.
But
Let me see.
there have been redesigns.
There have been redesigns, and there have been a lot of redesigns and
I
updates
can
specifically for the
see-
MCU.
I can see from this angle why people would want it to be Taskmaster. Because that does look like
I've got to say
white...
though, the woman in the car, if you scroll through the photos, looks a lot like Black Widow.
You think?
Or like she could be like maybe the stunt
Like
double for Black
yeah,
Widow.
Maybe a
definitely.
picture
Like,
double for a
That would
wide.
be like that would be pretty. Imagine she's in it. Because she died.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy how
because
nature
that,
do
that
that.
does look like a white hood, like on the top of around his shoulders, and it does look like that mask could be skull-like.
Man.
So I can definitely see how people make the inference that yes, this has to be a gritty MCU Taskmaster.
Yeah.
I can see why people would say that. I'm not convinced myself though.
No.
No,
But then
we'll see.
again,
Who knows?
look at their
But then
design
again,
of
but
crossbones.
then again,
Oh,
then again, we're
fucking
also
Grillo's
supposed-
so fucking good.
we're supposed to believe that
You
you
love
know,
it, don't you? You
Yes,
love
dude, he's fucking that thing like the fucking punching glove.
The pneumatic.
Oh, oh,
Love punch gloves.
oh! When I saw him in Endgame, I was just like, ah. Yeah.
Was pretty
Cool.
good.
I think that's
You
it for
guys
this
see-
episode.
Yeah.
You guys seen Endgame? It's real good.
It's real good. Recommended.
People got mad at Tom Holland for spoiling Endgame like last week.
what? The entire world's
That
already
kid-
seen it.
That kid cannot catch a break.
Poor guy.
It's not like he said like actually Mysterio is the bad guy in Spider-Man Far From Home or anything.
Oh,
what?
what?
You can't trust Mysterio.
Mysterio?
Mysterio's
no
a good
liar
guy.
and villain?
He shakes Spider-Man's hand. You can't go back from that.
It's not Sinatra.
You can
Also,
because
he
he's
doesn't
the
spend-
bad guy.
He doesn't shake Spider-Man's hand. He shakes Peter Parker's hand. Because Spider-Man never wears his mask in these movies for some
For
reason.
whatever reason, he's just doing the Spider-Man thing. Hey, look, there's that kid. My recommendation for this week is Too Old to Die Young. It's pretty good. It's super slow.
is it?
The guy that directed Drive
Yeah.
has done a series now, kind of Drive the series.
Okay.
Nice.
Nicholas Winding Refn.
That's his human name.
I haven't
Yeah.
thought of a recommendation for this week, so I'm just gonna recommend Good Omens again.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I
Do
wanted
it.
to also recommend Good Omens.
You can.
Have you watched it
I
yet?
also recommend Good Omens. Yeah, we were like saving the because we watched the first 5 in one go. We're like, okay, we're gonna save the last episode, and then like in all the chaos like leading up to Martina going to a conference, we forgot to actually watch it, and then we got to the airport today. We're like, oh shit! So I have to wait another week.
Just watch the first 5 again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, I've read the book like 3 or 4 times.
Watch
so-
the first 5 again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfectly calm.
Marcus, what's your recommendation?
Yeah.
I'm going to recommend, even though it's controversial, the Neon Genesis Evangelion. If you've never watched it,
Don't watch it on Netflix. Get a hold of the Japanese Blu-ray, please.
Guys,
Sounds like some weed nonsense to me.
I've had a very original thought, guys. Anime was a mistake.
Hey, that's a good
That is
point.
true.
did you watch Gigux anime?
Stop it! I'm ending this
No,
podcast
okay,
now.
kill it, kill it, kill it,
I
kill it,
haven't.
kill it.